Happy Easter all. Just stopping in. I think I'm gonna drop some trannies, a tranny, cross member, some of the other bits from the firewall, so I can get deep in the crevices, get a good cleaning, and then do some spray bomb. Beyond that, going inside, I'm gonna prep the cage first, because the overspray, whatever might happen, will land on the ground. I don't want to have overspray on the fresh black. So I'm going to do the cage first, and then maybe do the floor, depending how froggy I get. But yeah, let's drop a tranny. So the first step in dropping transmission, undoing the axles from the hubs. Axle nuts right here, obviously. You're going to need a 34 mil socket in some form of power, unless you go full, beast mode. You hit the R button real hard and just go for it. I have this here at Ryobi electric impact. It's been a world saver, game changer for me, especially since for forever I've never had air tools or anything. I've used them over at my grandfather's, stuff like that, but never had the actual air power to use. I've always been doing, putting tools on bars and just using the leverage that way, but this electric impact's been fucking game changer for me. Anyways, you undo the axles, give them a little tap so you know they're freeing the hub. I'm going to drop the whole control arm, strut, and hub as one, and then I'm going to drop the cross member once I know the axles are free, and then I will be undoing the drive shaft and then lowering down the transmission for the final step. Shouldn't take too long. Just got to make sure nothing's hooked up, like I have to undo the steering column, stuff like that, but it should be all straightforward. I got the battery charged, should give it some good fucking oomph. So, yeah, here's nothing. Make sure it's in reverse. Actually, wasn't that tight. Hopefully the other side's just as easy. Alright, so I got the brake lines undone from the calipers. I got the rear control arms section unbolted from the chassis. So the control arm's still attached to the cross member and the hub, just the rear connection that attaches the chassis, undone. Got that on both sides. One pro tip for all you guys out there, you never know. You just always got to be careful. Always bag it. You never know. Things happen, shit gets weird. Pro tip, bag it before you do anything. Alright, one of the biggest things that I like about, doing aftermarket parts on cars, I've always been a fanboy of steering wheels and also the quick disconnects. This one is super easy. It locks into place. The reason why I'm putting the steering wheel on right now is because I have to get to the steering shaft knuckle right here. I have to get to that bolt. It's upside down, so I gotta flip around the wheel a little bit just to get it to the upper position. So now I can get to it. So just undo this, pop this out. Just 4 more quick bolts for the cross member, and I should be able to drop the cross member. After that, drive shaft, dropping tranny. So fingers crossed it actually goes that easy. So I got everything on the cross member disconnected from the chassis except for just one. And with the control arm still attached, the weight distribution's off. So the best jack point I have on the cross member is furthest back I can get. I figure I'd just record it. This is probably just going to flop back. Probably hit some shit. Fuck it, record it, right? Yeah. maybe not. Jumped the gun. Didn't really forget to hit the button, but she's loose now. Just resting on the axles, I believe. So I might just pop them from the stubs on the tranny. I do have the special tool for that somewhere. Best tool ever for getting the axle pins out. Let's see if I crush myself. Oh. Oh. Kind of went as expected. Sure. That's how you drop the cross member, I think. While it's down, gotta get our drive shaft out. There we go. She's out. Now I can start on the rear end of the car. Pro tip for people that don't know. Caps from spray paint cans, whatevers, fit pretty good in the tail shaft. Like so. Cuts down on the leakage. Also a good thing. Cutting down on leakage. Alright, calling it a day. Fuck it. I'm calling it a day. I was able to get the rest of the stuff off the firewall. The booster's loose. I got all the clutch stuff out of the way, and I also got the pedal assembly along with the steering column. We already knew that out. So now I can start painting the firewall and the floor, cage. The interior is the next thing. I know I've said that like 3 videos in a row, but now the interior really is the next thing. Between that and dropping the rear end, I'm close to pulling the Forester apart. That should be straightforward. I just got to make it a roller so I can sell the chassis off and whatever bits I can, get any money out of. But yeah, this is a very good point. We're getting the chassis itself pretty well stripped, prepped. I have to do undercoating for underneath the whole car. I'm not just going to do, the wheel wells, but yeah. Should be full speed ahead now that it's actually fucking gorgeous out. It's like 60 up today. Kind of rainy, but still, not bad. But yeah, next step. Paint the interior, paint the cage, undercoat the whole undercarriage, drop the rear, and go time to prep the Forester, disassemble, take everything out, make this a roller again, make that a roller with shit parts, sell that, harness, fucking send it and race. So if you're still watching, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for updates and making more and more progress each day. So thank you.